This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hi, everyone. This is Jody Miller-Young from the Hound Healer, and we are at Global Pet Expo 2022. After 2 long years since we last convened because of COVID, we're back, and it feels so good. I'm going to be bringing you some wonderful health-oriented products that you can check out. They're fresh. Some are so new, they're just on the market. But all of them are products that I think have value for you to at least look into. So let us get started. Let us not waste any more time, and let's do global. I'm really excited to bring you a very fresh face at Global Pet Expo, a Gen Z entrepreneur who has a beautiful brand called Ava's Pet Palace, making organic, single-ingredient dog treats. We're here with Ava Dorsey, and she is going to tell us all about it. Hey, Ava.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So tell me about how you got inspired to do this business.
So I actually started Ava's Pet Palace when I was 8. I actually had the idea when I was 6. I've always loved animals and had the biggest passion for wanting to help them and be around them. And when I was 6, I drew this picture that I kind of called my business plan. We actually still have this picture, and it was just this picture of a palace. It had like an animal shelter, animal daycare. It was just everything for animals, something that, a 6-year-old would draw. So about 2 years later, when my parents finally started taking me seriously, after constantly asking, was when I officially started at 8. And I realized that I did want to do something with animals, but I did want to do something that focused on, organic and natural treats, no limited ingredients, because as I was getting older, I was noticing that a lot of the treats we were feeding our own animals had many bad ingredients, so I wanted to try and help that.
That's beautiful, beautiful mission, Ava. So 8 years old, you started. You are really a true entrepreneur. Where do you make these out of?
So, first off, thank you. And then, so we actually made them in our house so from when I was 8 until last year, early last year, we were making them in our house, rolling everything, shipping them from our house, packing them there. But it wasn't sustainable anymore, so we moved to a co-packer early last year in Vermont and California, and they now make the treats and package them. We still send them, but it definitely helps a lot. Definitely.
Oh my God, once you start getting some infrastructure, it definitely helps a lot, takes a little bit of the load off. Tell us about the different treats that you offer.
So I have my 3 biscuit treats, so my Cheese Please treats, my banana treats, and then my Penny Paw cookies. And those are all limited ingredients, made of organic, no preservatives. And so I would say the best seller out of those 3 is the cheese treats. And then I have my salmon chips, which are a single ingredient wild caught Alaskan salmon treats. And those are like overall the best seller out of like all the treats. They're also my newest treat. Not that new anymore, but my most new one. And then I have 2 more treats, which are not here or available for wholesale. We still make them in our house. They're just wild-caught salmon that we dehydrate for cats and dogs.
Very cool, because I have 3 dogs and a cat. So I'm definitely going to be looking for those. Where can people find you, Ava?
So I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all at Ava's Pet Palace. And then my website is avaspetpalace.com.
Very, very cool. Thank you so much, and continued success, girl.
Thank you so much.
I don't know about you, but with 3 dogs and a cat, one starts barking and the whole rest of the crew joins in very happily, and our house becomes a zoo. So when I passed by this booth for a product called Relaxo Pet, I was very, very curious. We're here today with Liette Legressley, who is going to tell us about this product and what makes it so good. Hi, Liette. So, Liette, tell us about this product. What does it do?
Okay, so it's a relaxation device, and it looks like a small Bluetooth speaker, but it's actually a high-frequency speaker that emits subliminal sound waves that get absorbed by the entire body, and it goes to the nervous system and to the brain. So it's specifically designed for the most efficient frequency for that animal. So we've got one for dog, one for cat, one for bird, and one for horse. And we've got the brand new RelaxoPet Easy, which is actually for dog and cat. So what it does is it emits these subliminal sound waves that are used in hypnosis therapy. So it was invented by a hypnotist in Germany, the owner of RelaxoPet. It's Frank. And he noticed when someone brought in a dog into his practice that the dog was relaxing right away. So he wondered, is this because of these subliminal sounds that I'm playing for people? And so he did some research, he asked some vets, and it turns out that it can help animals. And so he developed this product, and he, did the research to figure out really the most efficient way to help each animal.
Yeah, I mean, what's really cool is when I came to the booth and I started talking with you, I said, is it frequencies that, sort of match the frequencies that trigger relaxation in the brain? And you said yes. And that got me excited because I work with a frequency scanner for healing. And it's the same concept, everything, we're all energy, right? So our body is made up of every organ, every muscle, every tissue. Everything has its own frequencies. So the same thing goes for the brain. So that's what I thought was really, really cool. Now, I asked you about, because these are small devices, right? So I asked you about how much space it covers. Tell us about that and about why you don't need to buy a ton of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So it has a range of 15 feet indoors and 10 to 12 feet outdoors. So you don't need to actually buy more than one device. You don't necessarily want it to cover the entire space of your house, because what's really great about this as opposed to other products that relax animals is that it doesn't need to stay with the animal. The animal can choose whether to enter that relaxation space and when to leave it. So the animal actually learns to self-soothe and to calm themselves down. So it actually makes them better over time at relaxing. And so you'll notice, a lot of times we notice the animal will approach the RelaxoPet, want to be near it when they're anxious, and then you see them choose to leave it. And they're like, I'm fine, I'm relaxed, I can leave, and then they go and come back. So that's what's really important about this, is that they can learn themselves.
That is super cool. I mentioned that I have 3 dogs. The cat doesn't chime in, so she's good. She talks a lot, but she's good. But for a multi-dog household, how does this work?
So it's just as effective for a multi-dog household or for a household with one dog. This is a very popular device with kennels, with vets, in operating rooms, places with multiple animals. So it actually will individually calm each pet down. And so it just turns down the temperature in the whole room. And when you have animals together, they're really feeding off each other's energy. So if there's one that's more, the one that's kind of causing a bit more of the ruckus.
Yeah, we've got one of those. Her name's Sophie.
Yeah, so it can really, if one calms down, it can have a ripple effect on the other one. So it works really great for that too.
That's amazing. Where can people find you?
So right now you can find it online on Amazon. You can buy it at many online retailers like Chewy, Target.
That's a lot. Everybody buys from Amazon, Chewy, or Target. So I think we've covered it. Liette, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being on. And I think this is a really interesting product. I'm definitely going to try it for my babies.
Perfect. Thank you so much. It's just so great to hear the stories of all the pets that we help, especially after the pandemic. There's so much pet anxiety with people going back to their offices and pets being alone. So I always love hearing people's stories of how much this is helping.
I can't wait to tell you ours. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone. We are here with Brianne Shook of Grandma Lucy's, a company that's been around for 22 years. but is also leading in the healthy solution-based eating and treating for our pets. Brienne, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here.
It's my pleasure, and thanks for talking with us. Tell us about what you're offering here at Global this year.
We offer freeze-dried pet food and treats. Our newest line that we're really focusing on right now is our 3 Bears. So all of our food is freeze-dried. We manufacture it ourselves in-house from start to finish with all human-grade ingredients. But the 3 Bears line is really special to us. It's a with grain option. We had a lot of requests for that. It was a kind of a void within the just add water category. So we came out with this one, and then we also are really excited about it. It means a lot to us. Our middle son actually has autism, and so this organization was really important to us. It's called Little Angel Service Dogs, and they take dogs and they train them to work with children and adults with autism and epilepsy and things like that, and really help them have new freedoms that they just didn't have before without the dogs. So,
wow. I am wowed by that. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing that you're doing, really. I love that the food is freeze-dried because as a educator in the pet space for pet parents to learn how to take even better care of their pets, one of the things that I teach is what good nutrition looks like. And on the pet vitality pyramid, food pyramid, freeze-dried is just under home cooked. So,
yeah. And I think a lot of people don't realize, too, that, what a difference it makes in what you feed your pets. So many common ailments are solved with a change in their diet, the itchy paws and red ears and all that kind of stuff. And so that's really a focus for us, is to have the solutions for those pets.
Absolutely. I've had students in my course that changed their diets, their pets' diets, and chronic ear infections, gone. Chronic eye infections, gone. So it is a foundation of the house.
Yep, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. That's why we do what we do.
Yeah. Well, this is wonderful. Tell us a little bit about the different types that you have, and then let's talk a little bit about your organic treats.
Sure. So we have about 5 different lines, and like I was kind of telling you earlier, we're all about solution-based feeding. So every product that we've ever come out with is to fill the need of, it could be one dog that starts the conversation and we build from there. So each one of our lines, we have our artisan line, was our initial one that has potatoes in it. Meat is the number 1 ingredient in all of our foods, but that was our original line. And then from there, we had a lot of dogs that were diabetic, so they needed a low glycemic food. So we came out with our Performance food that has a chickpea base to it, and then single ingredient proteins on that. Another one I really love is our Macana. It's made with pinto beans, but it has hemp parts in it. So that was a really fun one. And then we have our Moxie line, which has no base in it at all. So it's all meat, vegetables, and fruits. So we have options for everyone, which is glorious. And then probably our super fun, really popular treat is our organic oven-baked treats. They're 100% USDA organic. And they're human grade. So we have just as many people that eat these as we do dogs. All of our staff has bags on their desk, and everyone's eating them. They're delicious.
Oh, my God. And, we love to do things with our pets. So
right? And yes, everybody loves it. My favorite flavor is the blueberry, but lemon honey is close thereafter, but they are delicious.
It sounds really yummy. I may be tempted.
You should. Everybody is eating them, yes. We have people come just to grab some treats on their way, yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm totally going to try that. Where can people find you?
So we sell through all independent pet stores. So independent pet stores can be some larger chains, but, a lot of your neighborhood pet stores and things like that as well.
And is there a website that people can learn more?
Yeah, grandmalucy's.com. And so on there you can learn all about our products. And then we have a store locator there also that you can search and find a store near you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Brienne. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
There is a new drink, hydration, for our dogs and cats that looks very interesting to me. It's called Doggy Raid and Kitty Raid. And it has some very interesting ingredients that are important to our gut microbiome health and our overall health for our pets. And we're here with Ari Halpern of Doggy Raid to tell us more about it. Hey, Ari.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good.
It's a pleasure to be with you, with your audience, and with yourself. Dog-rate and kitty-rate were created in order to bring a gut microbiome balance to the digestive system of our furry friends. The reason that we created is that we believe that as we are taking prebiotics for our own health, and we drink a lot of water because hydration is one of the most important things in our life, we want to transfer the same experience for the pets because they deserve it as well. The reason that dogs, they only drink water is because nobody invented before something that would contain prebiotics, amino acids, a lot of water, and they were not, and you needed something very palatable that they like. Dogs, they love our products. They get hydrated immediately. They get a very good balance. The quality of this feces is is observed after 2 weeks very clearly that there is a very good digestive benefit. And I used to have dogs a few years ago. Now that I moved to Switzerland, I don't have it anymore. But when I used to run with my dogs, I used to have something, a vitamin or something better when I came back from a jog, when my poor dog had only water. So I felt a little bit guilty. And now I ask myself why my dog does not need also all the complements that I need after a jog. So I created this product for this purpose as well.
So let me ask you a question, stop you there for a second. What you and I spoke before this interview about all of the supplements that you take. You know about C60, which most people do not know about. And what got you into this journey? Was it through your own health journey that got you into the pets journey? And why did it connect for pets?
Well, I take a lot of vitamins, a lot of amino acids since I am 20 years old, because I believe in something called orthomolecular medicine. And as long as we get older, some functions of our body, they stop working properly. So you have to take complements. And also the kind of food that humans are consuming today, the foods, they don't have all the complements that are required for good health. And if people, they want to have a better longevity, they must take supplements. And I ask myself why my pets, they don't deserve it. So this product was developed in a kind of transferring my emotion and my worries for the furry friends that I have, that they live in my house, that they live with me. To make them feel better, to make them have more energy, jovial, they have a better spirit, and they're better companion animals. And for cats is a real problem because 35% of the cats in the world, they suffer from kidney disease because they don't drink enough. Cats are very fussy. So for me, it was a challenge to have a product called Kitty-Rate for cats that is very palatable. They drink it immediately. And not only I added the prebiotics and essential amino acids, but I also added taurine, which is very, very important for the cat's health. So we are creating a new category of products of giving to our companion animals whatever they need as far as prebiotics, a very good hydration, a very good palatability, very good digestive balance, a very good treatment of their microbiome, and it's something that all of us should be worried about because they live with us, they are part of us, so we should be worried about all of it.
They are family. We know that. We love them like our kids. Where can people find you?
Well, I personally, I live in Switzerland.
Not you personally, but your brand.
They can buy us on Amazon. Just go in Amazon and pinch Dog-Rate and Kitty-Rate, and you can buy it on Amazon.
So that's Doggy, Doggyrad, like dog E, and Kitty, Rade.
Yes, and you can also find it at Chewy.
At Chewy as well. Thank you so much, Ari.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Guys, if you don't know, it is imperative for us to save the bees for our planet. So when I passed by Project Hive Pet Company at Global and saw what they were doing, I absolutely wanted to talk to one of the partners and founders of the company, Jim Schiffman, and he's going to tell you all about the incredible work that they're doing, they've already accomplished, and how you
support.
Hey, Jim.
How are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
Awesome.
Yay.
Saving bees.
Yes, let's talk about that. Tell us about your mission.
Our mission is to create healthy habitat for bees through planting habitat with the Bee and Butterfly Habitat Fund. We've created almost 2 million square feet of bee pollinator habitat in less than 1 year.
That is unbelievable. Tell us how you've been able to do that.
Sure. We sell our pet products, our pet toys for dogs and our pet treats for dogs. We have partnered with the Bee and Butterfly Habitat Fund, and we give back 1% of our gross sales through 1% for the planet to the Bee and Butterfly Habitat Fund. And the Bee and Butterfly Habitat Fund finds ranchers, landowners, municipalities, schools, businesses that have land that they want to convert over into pollinator habitat. Through that pollination services that they provide, we create habitat for the bees.
Tell my listeners, because not everybody realizes this, why it's so important to save the bees.
Sure. It's super important to save the bees because the bees provide a third of our food through their pollination services. So if you imagine walking through a grocery store and finding a third less of your favorite fruits and vegetables and products on the shelves in the grocery stores, they wouldn't be there without bees. As a matter of fact, almonds are 100% pollinated by honeybees. So the pollination services in the United States is almost $20 billion a year industry.
I've got a bag of those almonds in my bag, and I eat almonds every day. And wow, I didn't realize that they had something to do with so much. Plus, as part of the ecosystem too, right?
Absolutely. So our treats are non-GMO project verified, and genetically modified organisms in food isn't necessarily bad for humans or for pets. But the practices of farming, the monoculture farming, the climate change is created from that. The soil health is degraded from using genetically modified organisms.
So you are, contributing to moving away from that with your pet treats and your pet toys. Tell us a little bit about the products.
Yeah, our toys are made in the United States. All of our toys and treats are made in the United States, which is really important to us as a brand, our values. Our toys are made out of thermoplastic that can be recycled or ground into new toys by sending them back to us. So we send them back and manufacture new toys, so a circular economy. All of our toys are non-toxic. They're made of, as I mentioned, thermoplastic. They're dishwasher safe. They're just awesome toys. They float. They're super fun. They bring a lot of joy to pets and pet parents. Our treats are all, like I mentioned before, non-GMO project verified. They're made with organic honey. All of our treats have organic honey tied back into the mission of saving the bees. And they're made with peanut butter. They're vegetarian as well.
Ooh, it sounds yummy. And can I just tell you guys, I smelled one of the chew sticks, like they're not bully sticks, but they're chew sticks that have peanut butter and honey in them, and they smell good.
They're actually dental chews. We have a dental chew and a dental stick that helps with plaque and tartar.
Wonderful. Where can people find you?
You can find us in a lot of retailers, online on our website, projecthivepetcompany.com. We are on Amazon. We are on Chewy. We're on petco.com and petsmart.com, and a bunch of regional retailers around the country.
Amazing. Wishing you continued success on this very important mission.
Great. Thank you so much.
I am sorry to say that we're out of time, but I'm so glad that I got to share Global Pet Expo with all of you and introduce you to some health-oriented products that can make our babies' lives a little better. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And until next time, this is Jody Miller-Young with the Hound Healer.